Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm coming at you with a Madden 20 live stream. I'm gonna be playing some MUT. So, hang on, let me just share this around a little bit, get some viewers in here, hopefully. You know, get something going. That would be great.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers,
Alright.
big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers.
Wait a minute, what's a fucking Madden live stream without a Minshew jersey on? Hang on a sec.
Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Put this shit on. Now we are. Alrighty.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Have so many friends go. I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest.
Go here at free safety. He's who I will be user controlling on defense.
I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, brains no sleep.
Amazing.
Keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People see me,
Dubs.
can't help themselves. See me themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thundered, but I bring the heat like the summer.
Oof, don't look at that last
On
name.
the ground when the time flies. Had so many
got
friends
fucked
go.
up.
I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll
quick.
die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies.
You can
Had
see
so many
Quan,
friends
what a
go. I
beast.
wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime.
Hopefully
It
we're
took
not
me so
facing
long
him.
getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest. Oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains no sleep. Every day I walk my thoughts. I don't get to take off. The haters get up. I'm ready.
We miss you, J-Ram. Alrighty.
With Charles
Yes,
Davis,
sir.
as always, I'm Brandon
Yes,
Gaudin.
sir.
Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins
Easy
and
dub.
ends with our two
Easy dub.
quarterbacks.
Fuck Paul
Certainly two of the
Mullen.
best
John
in the
Davis
business.
better even
And
my
nowadays,
fault.
I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the
Alrighty.
game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Why is Dante Hall on my... Oh, God, yeah, what a great start.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to
Dante
go out
Hall
in
on my
front.
fucking...
How does the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Piss me off. I wish you could... EA really needs to make it so we can edit special teams. Like, thoroughly. And he down.
Vic will look to throw on first down. Forced out to his left.
Fumble,
right
yes.
away, he lost the
Let's go.
football. And the
Devin Brooks
Jags grab it.
with the
And he's
fumble
able to get
recovery.
back here
That is
to
how
the
we started
43-yard
fucking game. Let's
line.
go.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the
You
script.
don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing.
Yeah, but in the middle, I thought I might as well take it. I didn't have anything else open.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders.
Oh, I thought Barry's going
And
to
he
stick
picks
through
up the
that gap.
first before he's taken
All right,
down
we got
at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Right back to Sanders on first down.
Fuck, I didn't want to do that juke. I wanted to do the juke where
He'll be down
with
at the
that
30.
stop.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On second and 12, Wilson.
Oh, nice
that one complete. He
block.
finds Sharp. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a third and 14.
Nope.
Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here to score.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Vic. They complete it to Hill. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hopefully this guy passes
Vic
it
to
here
throw
to this open guy. Come on.
Eluding the pressure.
Fumble.
He may try and run for this.
Hey, better run
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use the spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that,
he's running either left or right, probably
left,
left,
at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
No, he's not. Oh, God, I fucked up.
Here's Vic. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the
coaches.
We talked about him.
They like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, all right, so I got to stay in the nickel set. Obviously passing it or running with Vic.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Vic, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
I know he's going to run with Vic.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Just to fuck him over when he does. My D-line will again.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs.
Bow! Oh, shit.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Vic operating on 1st down. Dancing to his left.
Oh, what? What kind of animation is that?
It's Hudson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Well, this might be a free play for Vic. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
What?
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vic steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Vic readies to throw, escaping the pressure right.
No.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Dawson tacks on the point after, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Grab it. Wait,
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
Oh, my.
That led to the sack.
He's got to break that
And
first
he still
tackle.
has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches. 2-minute drill.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
I'm not going to blitz him. Let's go cover 1.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, Vic being chased down left.
Yep.
And going deep for Hill. And
I
going
wanted
to be
that so
incomplete.
bad.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
Fuck off,
There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. No. Come on. Someone get him.
By Tyrell. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
That's the purpose of this stream.
Here's Michael Vick. He'll find Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they...
He rifles one that's
There
intercepted.
we go. No, stay in bounds.
It's
Okay,
Devin
stop.
White,
Let's
the
go. Let's
linebacker.
touchdown.
The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Dancing to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 15-yard gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This guy has no clock awareness.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. Spins by. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
If Chark runs that route properly, he'll be open. Hopefully.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Oh, God, bad throw.
And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing, Vic steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. It's Hill, complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. A first down throw coming for Vic. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Sure.
The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Let's go, Taylor!
The goal line.
Let's fucking go! What a pick!
Big turnover there.
How he got it, I don't know.
Get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to pump the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Corey Liggett makes the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Go here.
Yeah,
yes,
this
sir.
is going to double their room to maneuver. Able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Rush it one more time, okay. Get us that first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Vita. Let's
and
go.
He's down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Big man, get it done.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Boy, stays up.
Get the throw! Oh, my God!
He's taken down. Reggie White. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
George, you still watching?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56 is the mark. Come on, baby.
Throwing again. Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes. But
he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Vick on 4th down. And he's going to go down again.
Demario
Davis. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Watch your mouth. Come to my stream asking me for cards.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's complete to Sanders. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Do what I did, grind your team.
And an alley to run. Open space inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 22.
Stop making me feel bad. Look at me, making this guy quit.
Yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4.
Oh, shit.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Vick now. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively,
let's go.
Rush and down he goes.
Let's go, Demario. Third sack.
Once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Come on, get him, get him.
Oh, come on. Down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Just like that. Just like that.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And plus, if you're still even watching, I don't even have any cards to give you. Everything I don't use, I sell.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And I think the ball's out. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Devin White in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. On 2nd and goal, Vick, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Vick flush to his right. And it's caught. The tight end Hill.
Oh my God, they didn't count it.
On 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
I'll do read option again. Why not?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there will be a break in the action.
He's leaving. He gone. Goodbye. Thank you very much. There's dub number 1 of the night, guys.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can spend a day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she
I guess we can just hop right into
never not on my grind.
game number 2, I guess.
Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. You will never know, you ain't never try. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real
It's so crazy how a quarterback can have a running back X factor.
What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news. What I do?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Why was that so short?
This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
All right. Let me not start running coach suggestions like I did last game. It's a bad habit to get into.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Check with the 6. Hey, high 7. 56 is the mic. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. MUT 56. MUT 56. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Get it.
Now a first down throw for Young. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Mean Joe Green. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first down, Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football.
What a catch.
The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front.
Oh, I missed. Oh, my.
Job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Freaking thing that slows down the meter, too.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Sorry, little secret.
This fielded at the 2. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
He's got it. Complete.
Catch him, Taylor.
Touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 79 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
You know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, no.
Wilson,
oh, my. No. No. Oh, my. Get him. Get him, Wilson.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
Yeah, he'll find Hall.
Oh, my God.
This well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Sanders has got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down.
Oh, yeah, nice block. That was beautiful. Space, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great block. Perfect.
Taking it in from 24 yards out as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run.
Let's go, Vita.
Into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game.
Oh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Mario. Oh, no.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Steve Young. Flushed out right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 48 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big third down play there for the Jags. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Different story this time around. We have that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Yeah, let's get set. Run pass.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I hate when I say yes, sir, and my phone thinks I said hey, Siri. That pisses me the fuck off.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now it's Wilson.
Oh my, that was a possession catch too. Wow.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover,
hit like that,
you got to be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offense, the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd down, Young from the gun. It's caught by Sanders. He will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not there. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue.
I'm ready. Single, slot. On the ball. Fight.
On 2nd and a couple. Young. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's Steve Young on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. Given 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Young on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there.
Imagine calling your timeout when you go out of bounds.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st down throw for Young.
Yes, sir, Grady.
Altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, Orbit.
A 2nd down throw for Young.
Drop it. He doesn't have it. That's some bull crap, but I will take it.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
I knew I was catching it the whole way because I'm just like that. Oh shit, God.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Big boy's got a tee.
as time expires in the first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. This will be taken in at the 1. Now ahead, football. Cordero Patterson. And this will be a touchdown. Cordero Patterson taking it in as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
All right, let's try this again.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now Wilson.
I screwed up.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 39, Wilson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark, 31 yards, as they have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Young, he'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense, drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On first down, it's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free, and the Jags grab it. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's work done. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Young looks to throw on first down. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Calvin Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Being chased out left. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
Oh my God, George, I know you saw that.
And he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
My God. I don't know who Desmond Hicken is, but fuck that. Asking me for cards.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
56. Mike.
Young throwing again, eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
To throw is Young. On 3rd down. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Steps away. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Young. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Why would he do that animation? What? Two in a row.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm giving it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soul the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real.
popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me.
Unless you want these cards, then
effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Try. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
this is you can spin because he seems pretty freaking agile. 91 juke move and he's a tight end. What? That's crazy.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
It's fucking hot in here.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This will be taken short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Gale Sayers. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now the Hall of Famer, this is Gale Sayers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. A run, this is Sayers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies into the missile. Stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Right there, 55. Here we go again.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they get...
Well, Sanders has it poked free, and this is picked up by the defense.
I'm about to get poked free.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 41, Mahomes flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. To throw, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They run with Sayers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry. 2nd and 3. Now Sayers, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. We 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a give now to Sayers. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
I'm not out, but yeah, I mean...
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll drop this one off to Sayers. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Wilson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Attack, attack! 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Come on. You better bring.
Now Mahomes. Incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. This is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 36 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.